Alright guys, so you might have noticed that we've skipped ahead a little bit. This is the choice where the Ciel route greatly deviates from the first one. So the choice we make here is from after that it's going to be very different. So that's why I skipped ahead to this point, so we didn't have to watch all the repeated scenes and all that, because while there were repeated scenes, there were some new things that I did admittedly skip over, but it was just mostly just having tea with Ciel. So I don't really think that's really that important, guys, so I skipped that. So this is after we kill Arquid. So we have to choose if this is a bad dream where Shiki does not go insane, he keeps his sanity and just, you know, writes all this off as as something that never happened, you know, he doesn't believe he did it, or we can choose that this is reality and that we are the ones that actually, you know, that we actually killed this woman. So we're going to go with the second choice because this is what's going to lead into the huge changes that is the Ciel route. So we're just going to go ahead and choose this one. But just what is wrong about it? Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. I killed her. Is that fact wrong? I didn't kill her. Is that fact wrong? No. All that's totally wrong. That's wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong! Okay, I'm not gonna say wrong all those times. This is ridiculous. Holy shit, he said wrong at least, I don't even know, like 20 times there. Wrong. No. No, that is wrong. I'm saying it's wrong. It can't be. It just can't be. Wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. I don't know her. She's just some stranger I saw walking down the street. See? Isn't that strange to you, Shiki? She's a complete stranger. Why would I have to kill her? There is no answer to my screams. Besides, the reason is clear. From the moment I saw her, I could only think of one thing. Tonoshiki wanted to kill that girl. That's what I wanted to do back then. Just that it was all so muddy inside my head. I didn't put it into words. Wrong. I feel like throwing up. The contents of my stomach rise. The crimson is soaking into my eyeballs. I dash out. I don't think even for a moment about how I might be seen, or to hide the body. I just want to escape from here. Half crazed, I flee from the unfamiliar apartment. My stomach acid rises in my throat. I throw everything back up. My food, my gastric juices, everything, while I cry. There's nothing left in my stomach, but my body continues to force me to throw up, as if trying to undo what had occurred and return me to that every day. Pain. It hurts, like my insides are burning. The tears won't stop, and my body collapses to the floor like a pile of garbage. I keep crying. I thought that was supposed to be like him throwing up again or something. I killed someone. I killed her without reason, without mercy. Like breaking apart a doll. What was it all about? Why I felt like that? Why I killed her? Even now, I can't find a reason. It's a lie. No, it's too odd to be true. The thing that just happened might not be real. So this is just one of those dreams I have when I faint. So even now he's trying to convince himself it's a dream. It's a lie. Besides, how can someone cut apart someone else like that with just a knife? Well, you can, Shiki. I read it in a book once. It takes a whole day of strenuous labor to cut someone up, even when using a saw. That's why there's no way I could have possibly done such a thing with just a knife. Those lines never existed in the first place. Everything was just a delusion I had fallen for. It's a lie. Gastric juices drip over my lips, passing out of my mouth, dripping down my jaw. Mixed with the juices is something red. My throat is probably bleeding because my stomach keeps trying to throw up even when there's nothing left in there. It hurts. That's why this isn't a dream, and I'm just lying to myself. Yeah? Yes. Actually, I understand everything. I lusted after her. Bloodlust. Just looking at her aroused me. When I cut her apart, it was so thrilling I almost I almost ejaculated. God, Shiki, control yourself. These eyes, too. If I knew these lines could cut things apart like paper being shredded, I should have understood that even a person can easily be cut apart just like I did to her, or like I just did to her. I'd lived a normal life without even thinking about something like that. If I really am the sort of dangerous person who could easily kill just about anything, then I should have just put out those eyes or lived a life without seeing anyone. I'm sorry, Sensei. I'm so sorry. Not even a simple promise. But I don't care about myself. I killed that person. That person's life up until now. The people around that person. The future that person dreamed of. Everything. Destroyed by a stranger. Even if I regret it, I cannot be forgiven. Even if I apologize, I cannot be forgiven. Have I gone insane? Yep. I don't know. There isn't even a trace of that impulse left. But if that impulse came again, what will happen to me? The thought of holding back never crossed my mind. I did not even consider trying to stop myself. Kill this girl. If it had seemed like the obvious thing to do and I went through with it, then there's nothing I can do. The answer is simple. I must be insane. I've probably been mad since 8 years ago, when I miraculously came back to life from a fatal accident. I'm cold. The sun has gone down without me noticing. What time is it now? I can't tell. My eardrums are filled with noise, like a static TV. Static. 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 The sound doesn't stop. It's terribly cold. If I stay, sitting down on this bench like this, I think I'm going to die. Static. 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 I don't feel anything. I don't care about that repeating noise or the freezing cold. My body is shivering. It may be due to the cold, or the uneasiness, or the fear, or regret. I can't tell which. I've killed someone, and I can't explain why I did it without any reason. What a joke. There's no reason, so there's no way I can explain it. I killed her just because I felt like killing her. Such a reason is insanity. Yeah, it would be so easy if I was just insane. But my heart still remains sane. It's only because I'm still sane that I can feel this numbness. Static, 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 static. Well, it's all one word. The knife is still in my hand. Resolving this by killing myself, that's pretty easy. But I can't do it. I'm still sane, so I can't do it. My heart fears death, and somewhere in my heart, I know that doing so will not settle this, or atone for it. The noise continues. My body temperature continues to plummet. I can't kill myself. But if I leave things as they are, I'll disappear. Maybe that's for the best. Even if a killer like me survives. Oh, Shiki. If I just quickly die. Like this. Tono-kun? Suddenly, my name is called. I raise my head. There's Senpai. It feels like decades since I last saw her. What are you doing sitting out here in the rain? Rain? Ah, I see. The static noise up until now was the sound of rain. No wonder it's cold. I can see now that I'm completely soaked and freezing. Oh, you don't even have an umbrella. You're going to catch a cold like that, Tono-kun. Senpai's voice is so painful. It was only a few hours ago that I last heard it, but now it sounds so distant. Tono-kun? Can you hear me? Nope, gone insane. Yeah. It wouldn't be so bad to catch a cold. I just reply without thinking. That won't do. You'll catch more than a cold with rain like this, even if it is October. Her sentence cuts off as she touches me. How long have you been like this, Tono-kun? You're so cold. Senpai pulls my arm and forces me up from the bench. I'll lend you my umbrella, so please hurry and go home and do something about your body. It'll really be a matter of life and death if you don't warm up quickly. Yeah. But I can't go home. I can't go anywhere ever again. I can't go home after doing something like that. I don't think there's anywhere left where I can rest anymore. Senpai stares at me. I see. Then let's go back to my room. It's closer than your house, so it's perfect. Senpai pulls me by my arm. I can't shake her off. I can't think about anything at the moment, and Senpai's warmth is the only certain thing in this world where everything feels numb. Senpai's room is a common one-room apartment in a two-story building. Just one really small, cramped room the size of 6 tatami mats and one kitchen. As one might expect from Senpai, the room is a neat one. That trivial fact relaxes my numbed nerves just a little. Here, please wipe yourself with this. She hands me a bath towel. Sorry, I don't have any clothes that fit you. Please just bear with this for a while. I'll go prepare something warm for you to drink right away. Senpai retreats to the kitchen. I'm left by myself in the neat room. I've never imagined coming into a girl's room like this. A girl's room. The room of a girl. That's a bit redundant now, isn't it? A girl's room. The room of a girl. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know what else it would be. A girl's room, which I forced myself into and killed a girl in. Oh, yeah, you did that too. What? I feel like throwing up. What am I doing here? In such a place? I have absolutely no right to receive Senpai's hospitality here. Thanks for waiting. Here you get... Tono-kun? You've got to wipe yourself down, quickly. Senpai scolds me as she begins to rub my head with the bath towel. See? Your shirt is all soaked, too. You've got to take it off. Oh yeah, take off your shirt. You might catch pneumonia like this. A very fierce-looking senpai undoes the buttons on my shirt. Suddenly, her fingers stop. Senpai takes a long, hard look at my chest. This is a healed wound, isn't it? She must be surprised to see the old wound on my chest. The burn-like marks are right in the middle of my chest. She might be surprised at seeing them because she didn't know. Yeah, they're fine. It's already been 8 years. I see. Thank goodness. If this wound was the reason you're acting funny, I'd have to take you to the hospital right away. Senpai gives a faint, soft smile. A twinge. When I see your smiling face, my chest hurts. It's alright. I can do it myself, so leave me alone. Okay. I'll bring you some tea then. Oh, if you take your shirt off, please use that sheet there and warm yourself. I wipe my trousers with the bath towel, but even so, my trousers are still wet. The sheet is going to get soaked if I cover myself with it. I take off my shirt and wrap the top half of my body with the towel. Ah, are you finished wiping yourself? Then let's have some tea. You know, if not put into proper context, that sentence would sound really, really dirty. I'm just gonna put that out there. Senpai sits down, holding a tea set. Please sit down, Tono-kun. I can't calm down with you standing up. I'll bet you can't. Okay. I'm gonna stop. I do as I'm told and sit down. Senpai pours some English tea and hands it to me. Neither of us say anything. Senpai drinks her English tea as if she doesn't notice my presence. Following Senpai's example, I drink some as well. It's hot. So hot that it hurts my tongue. The warmth puts a pulse into me. It feels like my heart, brain, and all my other organs that stopped begin to move a little again. Senpai says nothing. It's not long before the teacup is empty. Senpai naturally refills the cup again with more. I got the feeling that I have to say something, or I get the feeling. Tono-kun. I recoil in shock. I'm going out for a bit. Can I count on you to look after the house? Yeah. That's fine. Alright, then I'll leave it up to you. I'll be right back, so don't do anything funny. I wonder how serious she is. Smiling as she speaks, Senpai leaves. Alright, I'm gonna destroy your house now. I'm alone again. The warm something I'd felt up to a moment ago is quickly cooling down. Senpai didn't ask me anything. She takes a person like me into her room and looks after me like it's a natural thing to do. Though I didn't notice. The warmth of the tea, the neatness of the room. What is many, many times more comforting than those things is having someone beside me. My chest hurts. A little while ago, I preferred to be alone, feeling nothing. But now, I become uneasy just by her absence. I want to scream like I've gone crazy. What arrogance. I'm a murderer after all. I don't have any right to Senpai's kindness. But I'm selfishly wanting Senpai to quickly come home. I'm home, Tono-kun. Well, that was ridiculously quick. Thanks for looking after the place. Senpai. It seems Senpai has brought all sorts of things, or has bought all sorts of things. There are several plastic bags hanging from her hands. Let's see. Please wear this for now. It's cheap, but it's better than wet clothing. By the way, the bath should be about ready now. You should feel a bit better after relaxing in there for a while. Senpai neatly prepares everything. My change of clothes, a bath. This person is... Even though there's no need to do so for a person like me. It's okay, Senpai. I'm going home. I can't cause you any more trouble. What are you saying, Tono-kun? You said you can't go home, right? I've already bought... God damn it, I keep getting those confused. I've already bought food, so please take responsibility. Take responsibility, Tono. Responsibility? Senpai? Please warm yourself up, eat dinner, and get yourself together before you go home. If you just go home with a face like that, I'll be so worried I won't be able to sleep. My chest hurts. Happiness. I'm so happy I'm about to cry, but on the other hand, I'm in fear of her kindness. Why? Yes? What is it, Tono-kun? Why do you go so far, Senpai? I don't have any right to be treated kindly by you. I killed someone. I can't have someone taking care of me. I'm hopeless. I made a very big mistake just then, and ran away without taking responsibility. I was even considering just dying. I'm trying to cling on to Senpai. That's sin. The life I took with my own hands. I'm trying to make it something that didn't happen in my mind. The mistake I made is unforgivable. No, I don't think it should be forgiven. That's why I'm hopeless. I have no right to be treated well by you here, Senpai. Senpai sighs. It seems you're convinced that you're a bad person, Tono-kun, she answers simply. Senpai grasps the truth lying deep within me. But that just shows you have no confidence in your own actions. You know that you made a mistake, but you don't understand whether it's good or bad. That's why you have no choice but to drive yourself into a corner until things become clear to you. No, that's... I don't know. But yeah, I am taking in the fact that I did it. Yet I still don't understand why. I've killed someone, and that makes me a bad person. Maybe I've just been forcing myself into the role of a villain, as I try to confirm where my sin lies. I don't know what your mistake is, and to put it bluntly, I don't care. You say you have no right to kindness, but that's just your point of view. I'm not being kind to you for your sake, so please don't worry about it. Well, I mean, I'm doing this because I want to. It has nothing to do with your circumstances. It may be a bother to you, but please just think of yourself as having been caught by a mean-spirited senpai and give up. Saying this, Senpai smiles. That soft, protective, faint smile. I can hear the sound of rain. In the end, I couldn't shake off Senpai's kindness after all. She let me use the bath and prepares pajamas for me. She treats me to dinner, and she lends me a bed because it's raining outside, and I'm about to go to sleep like this. My throat feels blocked. Senpai has taken care of me so much my senses feel numb. During dinner, she spoke cheerfully like she always does. She raised all my usual topics about school, about the many shops in the business district, and so on. All the usual topics. And although I couldn't give her even one proper answer, every time I responded, I felt a little bit of myself coming back. Right now, I'm sleeping in Senpai's bed, and I can't stop thinking about Senpai, who's sleeping on the floor. Why don't you come join me? What a turn of events. I killed someone only hours ago, and now I'm getting excited like a normal student. Y'all are getting excited, are you? My senses really do feel numb. I didn't think I could ever be showered in happiness like this ever again. I can't sleep, so I just look around. I don't know what I should do next. I can hear the sound of the downpour outside. You're going to be late tomorrow if you don't hurry up and sleep, Tono-kun. Senpai, you're awake? Yes, I can't sleep until you do. I'm a girl, after all. I'm sorry. I'll sleep in the kitchen then. Oh, how many times do I have to tell you? You've got a cold, so you just can't sleep in a place like the kitchen. It's alright, so please just hurry up and forget your unpleasant thoughts so you can go to sleep. Unpleasant thoughts. That's impossible. That's not something I can forget. It's something I shouldn't forget. Whatever the reason, I killed someone. To forget about the person I killed would be a sin deep beyond imagination. No. I can't just gloss over my sins, Senpai. I can't forget about them, and I won't try to. But thanks. You really helped me with all sorts of things today. I really might have died if I stayed like that. That would be running away. If I really think I had made a mistake, I shouldn't deny it. Sins, you say? It seems like your mistake is something unimaginable for me. Senpai speaks in a cheerful voice, like she's telling a joke. But there's no such thing as a human who doesn't commit sin. It's not like the world is divided into sinners and the innocent. As long as you're alive, you'll make mistakes. It's sad, but it's unavoidable. To live is to be worn down. We are only beings who influence other things while we fade away ourselves. What? Then you're saying we're beyond salvation? I don't like that story about how everyone makes mistakes. Yes, I guess we can't be saved if that were the case. But you can atone for your sins. There are only people who can and who cannot atone for their sins. I think those beyond salvation are those who cannot atone for their sins. For some reason, Senpai's voice sounds very sad. But you can atone for your sins, Tono-kun. I don't know what kind of mistake you made, but you are the kind of person who can atone for your sins. If you're too worried to sleep, then just think about how you intend to live and atone for your sins from now on. It's a really hard thing to come up with, so your brain is sure to tire out, and you'll fall right asleep. I don't know how serious she is, and she seems to be throwing jokes into the mix. I can atone for my sins, huh? But Senpai, my mistake is definitely one that can't be atoned for. That's something I can say for sure. That's right. No matter what form it takes, sin cannot be atoned for. If you injure someone, the sin is not gone even if you heal the wound, is it? No matter how hard you try, you can't erase the mistakes you've made. I think atoning is not about the results, but about the process. That's what I mean by those who atone and those who don't. That's why you're the kind of person who can atone for your sins. I don't understand. I'm a terrible person. I'm not the greatest person you think I am. I'm not the great person you think I am. I can easily see that. I was really moved just then. You have a terrible wound on your chest, right? Eh? Yes, but what about it? You must have had a serious accident to get a scar like that. Scars tend to distort your mind. A wound that size, which doesn't appear, is a little out of the ordinary. Or which doesn't disappear, I guess. But you're a very natural person. Anyone with that kind of wound who can lead a normal life can be proud of his own strength. You must have had a very proper childhood. Satisfied, Senpai concludes her musings and falls silent. I can hear her even breathing if I strain my ears. Are you asleep, Senpai? There's no reply. I can only hear the sound of the rain from outside. Atone for my sins, huh? A punishment to fit the sin I had committed. I guess they'll find the body of the girl I killed tomorrow, and there'll be a new serial killer story on the news. I can't even begin to count the things I'll lose when that happens. It'll be trouble for Akiha for sure, and I'll never be able to talk to Senpai like this again. But if that would atone for my sin, then I have no choice but to accept it. If I can atone for my sin with that, then there might be salvation somewhere. I feel a little sleepier. I don't know about tomorrow. I don't know, but if I can be forgiven. Until that moment my sin is discovered, until the moment I'm confronted with my sin, I wish I could keep living this kind of life. Whoop. Shh. There's a noise coming from nearby. I don't feel like waking up at all, but I lazily open my eyes in reaction to the noise. Oh shit. Senpai is changing. It's still the middle of the night. There's no light coming in from the window. Maybe the rain stopped. It's very quiet now. Senpai is taking off her clothes. I think I'll stay awake for that. What a shame. If I wasn't in such a deep state of regret over the murder I've committed, or half asleep, I would be able to fully appreciate how sexy Senpai looks. Right now, though, my head doesn't seem to function properly. Senpai's eyes look lifeless. More importantly, there's something strange. What is that? There are odd bruises on her arms. No, those aren't bruises. More like tattoos. There's something not right about this. I feel sleepy again. I think a lot of things are cluttered around Senpai's feet. But that's it. I fall into a deep sleep. The Black Beast, 3rd day. The sunlight streaming through the window wakes me. Maybe the rain stopped. I can't hear it anymore. It seems the sky outside is cloudy. The sunlight isn't what you could call bright. I look around. This is obviously not my room. Ah, good morning. Did you sleep well last night, Tono-kun? I remember now. This is Senpai's room. I had borrowed her bed for the night. Yeah, good morning, Senpai. Becoming extremely embarrassed, I hop off the bed. Sorry about yesterday. I caused you all sorts of trouble, and... Yes, you owe me one. Senpai replies with a smile. How do I put this? She seems very mature. Anyhow, thanks. I'll be going home now. Oh, really? It's barely 6 o'clock, Tono-kun. Yes, but I didn't get permission to stay the night away from home yesterday, so if I don't hurry back to the mansion, there's no telling what Akiha will say. Ah, your little sister? Well, I've already called her, so it should be okay. Senpai delivers her earth-shattering statement with a casual air. What? You called my house, Senpai? Yes! I was just saying it that way, it's just to match her fucking pose right there. Reminds me of like fucking Golem or something. I thought it wouldn't be right if I didn't contact them about you staying over. Is that a problem? What? I'm at a loss for words. Ciel Senpai calling my house means a girl has called my house saying Tono-kun is staying over at my place. That's, well, yes, it's a problem. A big problem. Because Akiha will be jealous. If Akiha had been the one who picked up the phone, she's going to think I'm some kind of playboy. Given the severity of the Tono household, I don't even want to imagine what would happen if she found out about that sort of thing. Tono-kun, did you really hate staying at my house that much? No, that's not it. It's just that my house is really strict. It's definitely not because I don't like you, Senpai. Flustered, I try to explain the misunderstanding. Senpai closes her eyes sadly. Is it because I caused her so much trouble last night? I feel so bad when I see her make an expression like that. I'm telling you, that's not it. I'm really grateful to you, Senpai. I'm feeling much better now, and if you hadn't been there for me last night, I don't know what would have happened to me.
Yes, you're right. You look like you're back to normal now. I don't know what happened last night, but I'm glad you're feeling better. Suddenly, Senpai gives the biggest smile anyone could have possibly given. Huh? I was just joking. Even I wouldn't directly call your house. I asked Inoue-kun to call your house and tell them that you were staying with him last night. There should be no problem with that, right? Yeah, that should be no problem, but that was kind of a mean joke, Senpai. I thought my heart was going to stop. Yes, I'm actually pretty mean. Pick on the ones you like, right? Yeah? Ones you like? Then that means... Uh-oh. But it's true you should go home early. Please hold on for a second. Senpai rummages around in her drawers for something. Here you go, Tono-kun. It's a little gift for you. Saying that, Senpai hands me an old-looking ring. An old-looking ring, excuse... an old-looking rag, yes, she gave me a rag. A little gift. What is it, Senpai? It's a protective charm. You seem to be dangerously spaced out a lot, so please hold on to it. Yeah, I'll take everything that's given to me, but... Alright. I'll take good care of it. Accepting the ring, I put it in my pocket. Alright. I'll see you at school. A fucking ring. Of all the things she could have given us. A ring. Okay. Maybe it's a magical ring. Senpai sees me off with a smile. But that smile is one I might never see again. The woman I killed might be found already, and the police might already be at the mansion. But I can't run away from it. All I can do is thank Senpai and return to the Tono mansion. To say the results first, the mansion is as it always was. Ah, welcome home, Shiki-san. As I enter the lobby, Kohaku-san greets me with a smile. Ah, yeah, I'm home. Kohaku-san? Ah, do you want breakfast? I'll have it ready soon, so please wait in the sitting room. Akiha-sama has just finished hers. Kawaku-san patters off towards the sitting room. It's too peaceful. Maybe they haven't found the body yet. For now, I head towards my own room to change. Hisue is in my room when I return. Good morning, Shiki-sama. It seems you have returned. Yeah, just now. Listen, Hisue, do you have a spare uniform? Or do I have a... Do you have a uniform I can wear? Because, you know, I like to wear women's clothing. The one I'm wearing now is soaked from yesterday's rain. I understand. I will have one prepared immediately. Hisue bows and silently leaves the room. After changing into the uniform Hisue brings me, I head towards the sitting room. A disappointed-looking Akiha is sitting on the sofa in the sitting room. Oh, good morning, Nissan. It seems you have returned. Akiha's voice contains thorns filled with blame. As usual. Yeah, good morning. You look kind of grumpy this morning, Akiha. Isn't she always grumpy? Yes. I was unaware you spend the night somewhere else quite often. Elsewhere, same thing. I am more astounded than angry. Akiha glares at me. It's true I spent the night somewhere. So I can't argue. Well, I was supposed there was no helping it. Fuck that. Damn it, that was Akiha, wasn't it? Well, I suppose there was no helping it if you weren't feeling well. The one called Inoue-san is your friend from middle school, isn't he? Yeah, I see. So he was the one who called you. Suddenly, I feel uneasy. Just what did he say when he called my house? Your brother's out getting laid! Besides, even if you had to leave school early, you could have just called me and I would have sent a car to pick you up. I don't know why you are so reserved, but you are the eldest son of the Tono household, Nissan. Please use everything at your disposal. Besides, your body is weaker than a normal person. Oh yeah, I left school early yesterday. To collapse from anemia just by getting soaked from the rain. Are you not feeling well, Nissan? Shall I have the family doctor examine you and send you to and from school in a car from now on? I see. So that was the reason I was supposedly staying at Arihiko's house. It's nothing for you to worry about, Akiya. I go to the hospital once a month like I'm supposed to. Taking me to school by car is just going to dull my body even further. There's no need for you to be that sensitive about my body, though. I'm glad you're worried about me. That's not true. Tsundere! I'm not worried about you at all, Nissan. Akiya subtly avoids looking at me. Shiki-san, it's ready! I can hear Kawaku-san's voice from the dining room. Right, so I'm gonna get some grub. Oh, Nissan, please refrain from talking in such an unrefined manner. Akiya shoots me a sharp glare. You're acting normally again. Which is to say you're acting bitchy again. That's how you should be, Akiya. I disagree. You don't have to worry about me, so just relax. You are so persistent. I am not worried about you, Nissan. Akiya quickly looks away. Looking at her with a faint smile, I go to the dining room. Oh. Just take care. I have to adjust back to how Hisue talks because it's like so robotic. And all the other characters are just so different from her. Saying the same thing as she always does, she continues to stare at me. Shiki-sama, what happened to you last night? Nothing in particular. I collapsed from anemia when it started to rain on me. I'll be careful from now on. I am not placing any blame on you, Shiki-sama, but you look like you are pushing yourself this morning. Please take care along the way. Hisue makes a deep bow and sees me off. Oh man. I tried to act as normally as I could, and although I didn't give myself away to Akiya and Kohaku-san, it didn't seem to have worked on Hisue. I wonder if Hisue's worried about me. It's hard to tell when she looks so disinterested all the time. Today might be my last day at school anyway. I'll try to spend it as I always do, so I won't have any regrets. No matter how I feel, the morning is always the same. As I approach the school, I begin to catch sight of more and more students in uniform. It's Saturday, right before the day off. My footsteps falter as I think about how this may be my last day of school ever, or my last school day ever. But still, as calmly as I can, I walk along the road that has become so familiar to me these last 2 years. It's only a little way to the school once I pass the intersection. The light turns red and I stop in front of the crosswalk. The school fence is on the other side of it. Since it's a school path, the footpath is protected by a guardrail. Even now, the students in front of me are heading towards the school gate. There's no one but students from our school on the other side at this time of day. There should be no one but the students. But between the cars rushing by, I feel like I catch a glimpse of someone in white. Yep, guess who it is, guys? What? She is there, dressed in white with golden hair down to her shoulders. Long, slender brows and red eyes. I've seen her only once before, but there's no way I can mistake her for someone else. But that's impossible. I killed her myself yesterday, cutting her into pieces. The light turns green. The students around me walk towards the other side. I'm the only one amongst them who stands there, stunned. She sits on the guardrail, her legs swinging idly, as if she's waiting for someone. I can't tell how long she's been waiting, but her expression isn't a grim one. Who is she waiting for? She fidgets restlessly, as if she were waiting for her lover. I have a bad feeling about this. The girl in white looks over in my direction. It's probably nothing more than a coincidence. She's just a stranger who looks like her. She must be waiting for someone else. If not, then this moment must surely be a bad dream too. Yep, that's right, Cheeky. Everything's a dream. It's all in your head. After all, I have completely and utterly killed her with my own hands. But she's looking this way and smiling. Looking very, very satisfied at having found the person who killed her. Her smile seems to say, "You finally come." Ugh. Giving a familiar wave and a smile, she hops off the guardrail. Fluttering her hair, she heads towards me. Don't come. This is a bad dream. The light turns red. Don't come near me. She doesn't even look like she cares, walking straight across the street while the cars pass by. There's only a few meters between us. I'm telling you not to come! The reality before my eyes does not change even when I scream out. Screaming in a voice even I don't understand, I run from the girl in white. I run. I run with all my strength. With no regard to embarrassment or shame, I blast through the passerby, running at full speed across the asphalt. My breathing is wild and my heart screams out. But still, I run. I feel like I'm going to go crazy if I don't. I look behind me. The girl in white is walking towards me. She's definitely following me. The girl I've killed is chasing me. That's more than enough reason for me to run. My heart feels like it's about to explode, but I ignore it and keep running. When I look back, the girl is still there. With those light footsteps, she follows me as I run away. My head droops down. My arms feel heavy. My legs feel like they're going to tear off. But despite that, I'm running with all my strength, and yet, I can't get away from someone just walking after me. It's because she's a vampire. My breathing is out of control. So out of control. I have to emphasize it that way. I think I've already run several kilometers. But even so, when I look back, she's always there, walking towards me. Naturally, like she's taking a stroll, she follows right behind me. It's not funny, but I begin to laugh, because I'm going insane. I can't do that. I can't stop laughing. But even so, I run. My body complains that I'll die if I run anymore, but I keep running. The reason is simple. If she catches me, she'll kill me for sure. I ask myself what I base that on, trying to shake it off as mere imagination. But even as I try to console myself, I'm the one who knows best it's true. There's no reason, no basis, no evidence. I already know that if she catches up to me, I will be killed. Pathetically, I collapse to the ground. I fall forwards, not because I tripped, but because I simply can't move my body a single step further. Lying there, collapsed, I somehow managed to crawl my way to the wall. I try to pull myself up against the wall, but it's no good. My knees lose their strength as I try to rise, and I collapse back down. My body won't move anymore. I look up as I breathe. It hurts. I don't have enough oxygen. I can't think properly because of it. I can't even tell what I'm doing anymore. I don't know why I'm doing this. Why? Why? I don't even know why the girl I've killed is alive. Unmistakably, I've utterly and completely killed her in the most final way imaginable. So why? How can she be waiting for me in front of my school, smiling?